So hello everyone, in this video I will be explaining the problem surrounded regions, which is a pretty easy problem. Okay, so first we will discuss the idea and then I will code it. So the idea to solve this problem is pretty simple. Okay, so what the problem is asking me that if there is any set of O which don't have an access to outside the boundaries, then it will get captured. Okay, and once it get captured it will all convert to x. Okay, and suppose this o you are seeing right here was here, so it means the inner o's will have an access to the boundaries. So in that case they won't be captured. Okay, so the idea is going to be that why don't I go from outside. Okay, so I will start going if at any outside boundary I see a o, I will start going inside. Okay, so if I cannot go inside, it means that that o is safe, and the o's that are inside are are a lost cause they are basically going to get captured. Okay, so this is the idea. So let's code it. It will be more clear once I code it. So this problem reminds me of that Game of Thrones scene where Jon Snow's army is about to be captured by Ramsay Bolton. That guy, Roose Bolton. Ramsay Bolton. Okay. So anyway, let's start solving this problem. So as I said, I have to go from outside to inside, outside boundaries to inside. Okay, so first of all let's make this grid because I don't like board. Okay, so first of all we will do some basic rituals. Int r is equal to grid dot size, that is the number of rows in the grid, and c is equal to grid 0 dot size. Okay, so these are going to be the number of columns. Now what I will do is that I will make a for loop for int I is equal to 0, I less than r, I plus plus, and another loop for int j is equal to 0, j less than c, j plus plus. So what I am going to do is that I am going to start from the boundaries. Okay, so the boundary is that if I is equal to 0 or j is equal to 0 or what I is equal to r minus 1 or j is equal to c minus 1, that is basically if I'm starting from the boundaries, then I will just go inside this function dfs grid ij. Okay, so what this dfs is going to do is that, for example, for a minute assume that this o right here was at this position. Okay, so this o will just go inside and destroy everything. Let's say it will mark everything as z. Okay, it will convert o into z, let's say z. That means that all these cells that are marked as z have an access outside. Okay, so they can't be converted, so that's the purpose. So now let's write this function void dfs and what, just write this thing. Okay, control c control v comma int r comma int c. Okay, so the first condition that the first thing that I'm going to do is that I'm going to write these things here. Okay, so after writing these things, my first thing is going to be if grid I rc is not equal to o. Okay, if that is not equal to o, then simply return. Okay, because basically suppose if you will be also be starting from this point, and from this point point is not an o, so why will it go further inside? Okay, so that's the thing. And now from current cell that is o, my next objective is, if the current cell is o, then I will just convert it into grid rc is equal to z. Okay, let's say z because it means that this current cell has an reach outside. Okay, it can reach outside. So from this cell now I will explore in the 4 directions. So for that I will make some direction vectors. In dr4 is equal to, this is really helpful, especially if that was a 8d case. 1 comma minus 1 comma 8d means like all 4 direction including the diagonals, comma 0, and int dc4 is equal to what, 0 comma 0 comma minus 1 comma 1. And now I will write a for loop for int I is equal to 0, I less than 4, I plus plus, and from here on I will just make the new direction integers, that the new coordinates that I'm going to explore as r is equal to r plus dri, and int cc is equal to c plus dci. Okay, So now I will check if these are fit, these basically these new coordinates are fit, so it means it lies on the board. Okay, if rr is greater than equal to 0 and rr is less than r and cc is greater than equal to 0 and cc is less than what, c, and no, so that's it. Okay, you know, if that current node that I am exploring, for example from this o, if my exploring node is x, okay, so what will happen that it will go into the next recursion call and it will return here, it will get returned from here. So that's why I am not writing any other condition rather than these. So if these are this is a valid cell, then I will go on to explore for the grid r comma rr comma cc. So you know, this will, what this will do is that this will basically convert everything that has an access outside into z. Now my task is simple. Now I have to just, what I have to do is that for it so what will mean, it mean that if all the o's that have access outside will be bz, okay, so I will convert all z into o back again because they won't be captured by x, and those o's who are still remaining as o, they will be converted into x. So for that I am writing this if condition. So if grid I j is equal to what, if that j is z, that means that it will go back again into grid into o. So grid ij is equal to what, o, 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 okay. And else if grid ij is equal to o, is equal to o, that means that grid, that cell will get captured by x and become x. Heavily reminds me of Roose Bolton, don't know why, will be x. Okay, so you know, that's the code for you. So let's zoom out a little bit. So very simple, you just have to explore from the boundaries. Now let's see if I have not made any mistakes. Okay, it's working good. Now let's submit it. Guys, please subscribe to my channel. Okay, it's real fast. So if you have understood the problem and the code is clear to you, please consider subscribing this channel. So thank you and have a nice day. It's 3